Did you just move to Korea and you're wondering what kinds of things that you need to get? What kinds of food items, pantry items, stuff for your house, organization? What should you get when you get here? Well, if you're curious, then just keep on watching. Hi everyone, my name is Olena and I am an English teacher in Busan, South Korea. I just went on a very large E-Mart trip. Why? Because I just renewed my contract for another year in Korea, and there's some things that I was like holding off on getting because I wasn't sure if I was going to stay any longer, but I will be staying longer. So there are some things that I wish I could have gotten when I first moved to Korea, so then I wouldn't have to do this other trip. Maybe you can learn from me. So the first thing I got was this really handy, it's very heavy, but I'll post a picture. It's like a cart and it helps so much. I wish I could have gotten this the very first time, like the very first week that I moved to Korea after I quarantined, because it helps you carry like all your food. I mean, there's so many shopping trips that you're gonna make and you're gonna end up carrying all of that stuff in your hands back home. So let's open it up real quick to see what kinds of stuff I got here. Okay, so the first thing I got was coffee. This is a Guatemalan coffee. I love the packaging on this. Like, the birds are so cute. What I've noticed at Home Plus and at E-Mart, they have like their cheap brand of coffee, because all the other coffees here are quite expensive, or a lot of them are not ground. So if you want to get ground coffee, you have to pay a little bit of extra, but this coffee was about 7,000 won, which is about $5.50 or so. Greek yogurt. I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier, and the cheapest Greek yogurt that I have found is actually at E-Mart. It is about $3.50 per container. Home Plus is the second cheapest, and then online is the most expensive. Unsalted butter, of course, an essential, a staple. Also a little bit more expensive in Korea. This one was about $8. Yo, cream cheese. I have not seen much cream cheese here. So I grabbed it. And it's Kraft. I don't know if that should be exciting, but it's American. Onion powder, tuna. Oh, I found these little things. So if you're into Korean cooking, and especially making soups and stews, you will find that in many recipes, you have to put like dried fish, kelp into like a little bag to make the bouillon or to make the stock. But this one is already pre-made for you. It looks like onion, fish, kelp, and like a pepper or something like that in it. So it's already pre-made for you. You don't need to make all of the stock like ingredients. So I'm gonna try this one out. I'm very excited to try this. This was about $4. This I have not been able to find anywhere. Maybe I wasn't looking hard enough, but I can't pronounce it to save my life. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Gelatin powder. You may be curious as to why. There's one thing I'm gonna make, which is keto pasta, and it calls for either gelatin powder or xanthan gum, which I could not find, but I could find this. Mayo. Coconut milk. This is the cheapest coconut milk that you will find in any mart. This was about $2 and it's 500 grams. Oregano, basil, nutmeg, garlic powder, garam masala. Did not know that I could find it in Korea. Thyme. And these are the most affordable spices that I've actually seen. There's a few spices that I've kind of withheld from buying because they were quite pricey, but this was at Lotte Mart. So the spices and seasonings at Lotte Mart are more expensive than E-Mart. So once I saw the prices on these, which were about $3 each, I took them. I took all of them. So now I can like have more variety of spices in my pantry. Lemon, because I'm making a keto blueberry lemon cake. Spray olive oil. I was looking for just like a regular oil that doesn't have flavor, and then I'm gonna use it for like baking and stuff. But yeah, it's gonna add a little bit of a flavor to my cakes. But I will also make bread, so it actually might be good with bread. Rosemary, clove. Why clove? There's a really delicious Indian lavender chai that I learned how to make. I haven't found lavender, but I'm sure I can just make the chai without the lavender. Now, these herbs you really can't find anywhere unless you go to like E-Mart or Lotte Mart. So I got cilantro, dill, which I'm going to toss with sweet potatoes and lots of butter, and wild arugula. Yo, there's spinach. I have not seen spinach in a while. So I was very excited to see spinach here. And I'm going to make like I think it was a stuffed chicken, a stuffed spinach cream chicken kind of thing. So that's why I got the spinach. And hey, it's here for a limited time. So grab it, put it in your salads or your like palak paneer or whatever it is that you like to make. I got green onion. This is going to be for tuna cakes that I'm going to make. I'm very excited for them. Additional tomato sauce, guys. This is like an essential to have in your pantry here because, or anywhere, like in the States too, right? There's so many things you can make with this. You can make like chicken Parmesan if you're feeling fancy and getting Parmesan cheese. You can make pasta. You can make just chicken by itself with the sauce. I mean, you can like cut up veggies and mix it with the sauce. I always have this handy. They're a little bit more pricey. They're like $3.50. All right, these are my fancy cheeses. I have Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese, which after watching like dozens of keto videos on like keto foods, so many recipes call for mozzarella cheese and or Parmesan cheese. So I thought to get these. These were also a little bit, you know, pricey. They're about $6, a little over $6 actually. So I'm gonna make very good use of them and enjoy them. Last two food things. I got these mushrooms and they're like so expensive. I don't know why. I'm really confused. But I didn't want to tell the woman to put it back because I don't want it, because I was like, don't want to hurt her feelings, which is not very good, I know. But yeah, this was about $4.50 for like this much of mushrooms. I'm not sure why they were so high, but there's a recipe that calls for broccoli and mushrooms, and there's like some spices and lemon juice mixed in with them, which is why I have the lemon here. So I'm gonna mix those with that. This is sweetener, I think it's stevia sweetener. All right, let's move on to the non-food things. Okay. So there was like a promotion going on at E-Mart and they had a lot of like household stuff for really cheap. So I got really excited and I got this organizer. It was only $2.50. And I'm thinking of using it to put on top of the refrigerator. Here's the deal. I have a small pan. But I recently took a hair follicle test, which has revealed that I have aluminum in my body. And the doctor said that the aluminum might be from a non-stick pan. And I literally use the same exact pan every single day. And it's a non-stick pan. And like stuff sticks to it, so I scrub it to take the stuff off with a plastic spatula. But like, I'm thinking just from so much use that maybe she's right. So I looked up online and one of the healthiest pans is a ceramic pan or ceramic coated pan. So I got this healthy ceramic non-stick pan. This pan, I think it was about like $27. I got this spatula because I don't want the same thing to happen again like I did with the previous pan. So I got a silicone rubber spatula, which will be so much more gentle on the pan, and it's not gonna scrape off too much of the like coating and stuff. It'll just be much more gentle, and I'll feel a little bit more conscious, like my conscience will be a little bit more clear. This was about $6. Then I got clips because I have a lot of frozen stuff and I have been using my hair clips. Then I got measuring spoons because I'm using my other ones to like scoop stuff with. Then I have a dish washing sponge scrubber thing. What I've been using is like your traditional sponge, and it does like collect germs and bacteria, and it gets really, really gross. Whereas this one is really light, it's thin, and it's literally called super dry. So it's gonna dry quicker, and it'll be just a much cleaner way of washing the dishes with. Okay guys, so this is my huge shopping spree that I did. Now, all of this that you see in front of you, I believe it's around $170. Are you curious to learn about online shopping options in Korea? Then you should definitely check out the video on your right.